What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Great morning, great morning, great morning to all of you. Great morning to all of you. Thank y'all so much. Let me get this straight. Boom, boom. What's up, yo? This is Dominic Epps, the People's Agent, and I'm so excited to come before you this morning with another amazing video. So do me a favor, share this video, tag a friend, let somebody know that I am now live. Hey, shouts out to Trey Beats, my homie, on producing this fire track, by the way. Woo! Woo! All right, 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 all right. So this morning, I just want to talk about no excuses, just results. That is something that is embedded in me, right? And where did it come from? Where did it come from? So, um, my senior year of playing football at Lakeland High School, the Lakeland High School in Suffolk, Virginia, our football coaches, shouts out to Coach Pugh and Coach Roundtree, in our locker room, right? In our locker room, they had it over the door and it was embedded every single day that we were not able to make excuses. No excuses, just results. None whatsoever. What the referee didn't make a call. They were holding or this or that. It was like, nah, no excuses. We couldn't do it, right? And if you did make an excuse, there was a you had to pay for it, right? So some sprints, you had the bear crawl, hit the bleachers, some whatever, right? We were just not allowed to make any excuses. And I love the fact that they taught us that because I use that in my life. Use it, I coach it. When working with children, mentoring or coaching, right? That's one of the things that I say: no excuses, just results. Okay. Um, so much so that when I was homeless and sleeping in my car, there was no excuse. I didn't blame someone and say, "Oh, it was because of, this or why they treat me like this or why do they do this?" And I didn't blame anybody, didn't blame God. It was just me sitting in that car in that truck stop or parked at that hotel, right? Couldn't afford to go in and get a room or I'm on the backside of this gas station and I'm just sitting there in the parking lot. Got my seat laid back in this 1985 Delta 88. Man, she was, and it wasn't even painted. You know how somebody primed their car to get it ready to be painted, but they couldn't actually afford to get the paint job done. And so, friend of mine's, man, shouts out to my brother, man, Alvin Morris. He blessed me with this car. One Thanksgiving, he was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna give you my car, not knowing that that car ended up being where I stayed for a little bit, right? But here's the point I'm trying to make: that even then, there was no excuses, y'all. Nope, nope, wasn't no woe is me, my head down. I'm like depressed and like, oh man, I can't believe this is happening to me. Like, why me? Why me? God, no. Nah. Here's what I did in that car. I had my Bible, I read my Bible, and this is at night. So I spend all day coaching, doing ministry, doing little odd jobs here and there, right? Assisting somebody with some computer work or whatever, right? And then at nighttime, it was time to go to bed, right? So I had my all of my clothes, my sea bag from the Navy, all of my stuff in my trunk. That Delta 88 got a very deep trunk, by the way, right? So all of that is in the trunk. Got me a little blanket, little pillow, and parked outside, right? And I would read my word, I would pray, and then I had this affirmation. This is my affirmation I made every single day. And that affirmation was very simple. It was, this is only temporary. Yep. I want you to put that in the comment section. Put that in the chat if you're watching this live this morning, that whatever you are going through, if you are not living the life you desire to live, if you're not where you desire to be in life, I just want you to put this in the chat. This is only temporary. This is not my permanent stay. This is not my permanent position. This is not my permanent life. What I am encountering right now is only temporary. That was hey, that's what I said every single day. It's only temporary. Like, it's only temporary. And I was blessed that while I was in seminary school at the time, this awesome woman of God spoke into my life, and she gave me a prophetic word, and she said, God is gonna bless you. She said, God is gonna give you a house, God is gonna give you a car. And she was just naming it. I'm just and of course, if you've been in church for a while, for some of you, you probably have heard that, right? But this was different. Like, this was out of nowhere. She didn't know my situation, right? She didn't know that, I was actually riding with someone every single day to the every Saturday we had classes, right? That I was catching a ride either with, Pastor Porter, Pops Porter, or Pastor Wilkins, or Bishop Whitfield. Those men really helped me out in that season, not even knowing what I was going. No, nobody knew. It wasn't something that you just go broadcast. You don't go broadcast, your challenges to the world, right? But here's the point that I'm trying to make, is that she gave me that word and I just stood on it. I stood on it. And as time progressed, I started seeing things change, right? I went from the car, and I would go inside the truck stop in the bathroom, take a bird bath, or go inside the hotel and go take a bird bath, right? Or, or Queen, and she, let me say this, by the way, she stuck with me while I was homeless. She didn't leave and say, "Oh, you broke Negro, you ain't got no money, you ain't got no house, you ain't got." I had like a couple of outfits. You ain't this. I can't deal with. Nah, she thug that thing out, right? And I just kept speaking vision and speaking in faith, right? Didn't really. That's all I had to lean on was faith. That's it. There was no money. Um, you know, all the things you all see today, there was none of that physically, but it was there in my head. It was there spiritually. I knew it was coming. Just didn't know when, but I knew that my response was important, right? So, so things start to progress. I went from the car, and then I was blessed in a hotel room. And then shouts out to the Gill family. They allowed me, just met me and allowed me to sleep on their couch, right? And then they went from the couch, and then it went back to my grandmother's house. And then, shouts out again, Bishop Foreman, First Lady Foreman blessed me to live rent free in a fully furnished house that they had, and their daughter had passed, house right beside theirs. They said, "Hey, we got a house for you. All you have to do is take care of utilities." And so I go there and I'm like, "Listen, I had no rent to pay. There was no rent fee. They wasn't charging me anything. Just pay the utilities, right?" But while I was there, I said, "This is only temporary." Like, God, I know what you told me. I know what you said. And I'm standing on your word. I'm standing on your promise. Like, I don't want to get comfortable with this. This is good. I appreciate it. Right. But I don't want to get comfortable in this. Nah, this is not mine. And if you promise me that I will be a property owner, then I know in the only amount of time it's going to happen. Right. And so I just want to say to those of you watching, no excuses, just results. Right. And it's great to make your affirmations like I did. Hey, this is only temporary. This is only temporary. But guess what? I also had to get up and work. I also had to go fill those applications out. I also had to go, you know, take care of some business and study and read and do all of these things, right? And so don't make the excuse, because the excuse does not lead to anything positive. Your brain will not start thinking about solutions and different things you can do when you are making excuses. Okay? So that's my story. Some of y'all already knew that. But I just love results. And you should too. This is Dominic Helps the People's Agent. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on IG, TikTok, and Facebook. And I'm dropping content like bombs on you. All right, y'all. We out of here. Peace.